Okay, so these belts need some changing. Pretty bad. Let's see how well we can see down in here. I'm gonna need some light on the subject. See, we'll take these 3/8, 12, 17, flashlight, ratchet. All right, now we can get a better look at those kind of raggedy belts. And you can see our tensioner here. We are all the way to the end, and they're still a little loose and starting to crack. So heater core hoses are zip tied to the fan shroud. So I took one of the access panels off right up under the radiator so we could reach these fan belts from the bottom. And look at what I just found. Here's a loose oil pan bolt. Huh, how about that? Well, there you go. You don't actually need all your oil pan bolts. However, that's not what we're here for. I'll tighten that up in a minute. This is the tensioner for the AC compressor, and looks like that's going to have to come off first so we can get to our fan belts. Okay. Next thing I want to get at are these fan belts. Let's see, off. So let's loosen up. I actually think we're gonna have to end up loosening that big boy down there too, which I don't have a socket for that. Done playing with it. There we go. Oh. There's the first belt. Slipper through these fan blades. There's our raggedy fan blades. Ow. I'll go ahead and tighten this oil pan bolt back up. Heck, it was fine without it. Might ought to just leave it out. Click, click. All right, now I guarantee you next time I look under here, that oil pan's gonna be leaking. So next on the agenda that I've been wanting to get done is this filter that is inside this housing right here, which is the pilot valve filter for your hand controls in the cab. Those are, this machine is pilot controls. Some newer machines are electronic joysticks that run solenoids to valves for hydraulics to actually move your stuff. This is just straight hydraulically controlled, which is called pilot valves, pilot controls. And there's a filter in here specifically for that oil. And I have it right here. I don't know how well you can see this. This is straight from Hong Kong. Genuine Chinese parts, it says. That is part number either H-807 or 4207841. And this machine is specifically a Hitachi EX100-5, 1997 year model. I don't have a wrench or a socket to fit this exactly. So we're just gonna have to use a crescent. Oh, not too bad. Let's see it. Oh yeah, not bad at all. I got a feeling this is gonna make a mess. Let me get some gloves. Oh yeah. Big mess. Let me find a bucket. All right, well, that filter does not look too bad, but it is probably well due for a change. Pop this out of here. Let's see what we've got. Little different design, but they look the same size. So we'll call that good. The inside of this housing is actually very clean, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Pop that filter back on there. I would like to find American or at least name brand filters, but that can be pretty difficult for this machine, I've found, for things that aren't engine related. This wasn't on super tight. It does have an O-ring to seal. I think that's enough. We'll make sure it's good and wiped down and clean so we can check for leaks next time we use it. All right, well, we're back with some fresh belts. I'll give you the part number, but it's not exactly, these are not exactly correct. These are called, well, they're Gates belts, but they're Blade Runner, lawn and garden. These are for some type of lawnmower or something. But the length is correct, which is about 48 3/8 of an inch. The only problem is the width is a little, these are just barely skinnier than what came off of here. And I couldn't get the numbers off of these belts that were on here. They were just that wore out. This is 13 millimeters wide. I think it needs to be about 14 or 15. They're a little skinnier, but they will work. I'll go ahead and give you the part number, even though these are not exactly correct. 6658BR, Blade Runner. Jeez. Such a hassle getting belts. All right, well, I don't really love the setup we have going here, but I'm tired of trying to find belts. So we're going to run these and see what happens. Now, the AC belt I could get the numbers off of, and this one is correct. TR22485. And that is a, let's see, 15 mil by 1247 millimeters, or 49 1/8 inches long. Yeah, see, that's more how it should sit. I don't know if this is going to work. But like I said, I'm tired of trying to find, going back and forth with the parts stores. If these don't work, I'm going to just order my own offline. What you doing? All right, ready to put this belly pan back on. Well, we've got the excavator all back together, and I've tracked it down here, down about halfway down the driveway. And what I want to do is I have cleared, I had a video back in the past where I've kind of cleaned this area up here, and got a couple more trees on this pile since then. But down here I have 3 chestnuts. You can see I've got tree tubes around them. I've got 3 chestnut trees there. And I want to clean some more of this up, especially this little clump of trees right over here that kind of separates my driveway from this area. I'd like to have more room and more light to plant some nicer trees, not just these old junk gum trees and oak trees. Plant some nice oak trees and maybe some more chestnuts. So we'll start right here with this clump. Nice not having those squealing belts anymore. A little cool today, but we'll still get that AC kicking. I guess we'll just start right here and start picking our way through. That's a tough root right there. Man, must be part of a bigger tree or something. Huh, didn't look like it. These gum trees got quite a root system on them. I have to scratch around at it for a minute. Whoa. Well, moral of the story, be careful. It's like the second time I've done that, and I feel like a bigger dummy every time. All right, well, I think I'm gonna set up a little time lapse and keep on keeping on. It is the next day. Instead of picking around with an excavator all day, I believe I'm gonna hit it with a dozer, knock some of this medium-sized stuff out. Let's see if we can't work on this little black cherry tree right here. It's kind of an ugly tree growing up in this little thick spot, but I don't think I've ever dug a black cherry this big before, so we'll see. We'll see how it does. The tree itself was a little brittle. See how the roots do. Looks like they might be about the same. See what we can do with this. Not much. Well, take that back. This little puppy dog need to watch out. Look at this dog. What are you doing? You getting in? What are you doing? You getting in? Assuming the position. Sit down now. Sit. She will sit up here and ride all day long. Huh? that's all I got for you today, folks. I left this tree. I can't decide if I like it or not. I probably don't like it, but I'm gonna think on it for a day or two. So I left it standing. I threw that one to the side and a couple of others because of my granddad wants some smaller firewood. He don't like fooling with that big stuff. He's got a split. So left a couple of pieces out for him. But this turned out really nice. It's looking good. Of course, I need to come through it with a skid steer and rake it, clean it all up and smooth it out. But I'm happy with the results. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see me working on next. Y'all have a blessed day.